Hi, good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to all the viewers from people across the world. It's really great to have all of you as a part of this live session. Greetings, and welcome to the live session of TM Square Technology Solutions ISTQB Foundation session. As a part of our channel, we every week, or probably I can say every weekend, we join together in order to ask your questions and also address all your queries as much as possible within this time slot. And would like to welcome all of you to join us and share your queries. So this session is exclusively to answer the questions and queries rather than the comment box, and answering your questions live here gives you the instant response with respect to your queries, and helps you to understand your concerns much faster, because I may be a little late in responding to the query, but yeah, I promise that I respond to everyone's query at every time. But yeah, at the same time, just want to give a provision to all the viewers so that you can have a live interaction and also get your queries resolved much faster. So yeah, there's a very first coming in for the evening is Madhu Swami. Hi, sir. Very good evening. How are you doing, Madhu? If you have anything, you're free to share and ask me if you have any questions. I'm here to help you. So, all right, we have more people joining in, so let us wait for some time, and we will be getting started soon with your queries and resolution. Meanwhile, let me just tell you that my international links for publishing the book is still under review due to the evaluation of the content, as a lot of points are standard and a lot of content is official from the ISTQB.org. That is their official syllabus, because no matter what kind of reference book you make, whoever the author is, we just cannot divert from the syllabus. So the international publishers are having a conflict with the content, saying that this content officially belongs from ISTQB.org. So how good you are to use some of that content, because even if you have one line of somebody's copyrighted content, they may have a conflict raised in order to publish your book. So I'm trying to justify that it's not my content. It's just that I'm using it and it's the official syllabus. For example, the math rules are defined by different philosophers and with different mathematicians. But when it comes to preparing a reference book for any mathematics book, we do make use of those theorems and algorithms. So it does not mean that it's my content I'm claiming, but yeah, conflict does arise. So I'm just trying to get that recommendation for the same thing, so that the book will be available internationally for all the viewers. All right, another one coming in. I don't know how do I put your name? Sukanya. Okay, Sukanya. Hi, Sukanya. Very good evening. If you have any questions, you're free to put that. And thanks for joining the live session. Ashish Sharma also joining in. Hi, hello, sir. Very good evening, Ashish. How are you doing today? Thanks for joining the session. So this 1 hour of live session is exclusively from my busy schedule to answer your questions, and even if you just want to come and join and interact with few of the things, you are just free to let me know. If you want to share some of the feedback, some of the suggestions, or anything you would like to talk with me, you're free to do that. It's just that I want to give a window to all my viewers that you can come and join and interact with me. All right, so I'm good, sir. What about you? Thank you so much. I'm really doing good, Ashish, and it's really a pleasure to be a part of this session with all of you. Thank you so much for asking. The very first question coming in, can you please explain pairwise testing? I'm not clear with that. Okay, no problem. I'll do that right away. So Sukanya, the very first thing is let us also tell the same question from to our other viewers, that where exactly that concept comes from. So team, the pairwise technique is a part of test analyst certification. It's an advanced level certification of ISTQB, where we talk about the functional side of testing, and test analyst is the name of the certification. And as a part of test analyst certification, we do have a lot of other techniques over the foundation techniques like equivalence partition and all. So when it comes to pairwise technique, it is generally to create pairs between the legends provided to you. So if you go back to your learning from the sources and even the tutorial or the syllabus, which is available online, you may find something called as the classification tree. The classification tree basically talks about two things. One is the class and the classification. So generally a class is just like equivalence partition. You can say one class is, for example, the operating system. Now operating system has Windows, Mac, Ubuntu, Linux, and a lot many other things like that. Similarly, now on Windows, I might be doing certain activity. So what is that you will be, having the legends for? So probably I'm making a payment. So let's take a scenario here. I'm making a payment for an online application or maybe booking some tickets. So booking is valid only if you're using the browser like Chrome, Mozilla, Firefox, or Opera, right? So three browsers. Now the payment is possible only from credit card, debit card, or UPI. So three legends for this class. And the confirmation can be downloaded in PDF or in HTML. So there are two classifications of this class. So there are three classes. Class one is the browser, which I can use to make the booking. Class two is the payment mode, which I can use to make the payment. And class three is my the receipt or the itinerary, which I can view, is the PDF or HTML format. Now, when you have these classes, they have different number of classifications. Now, when they say one-wise, in pairwise, we have different wises, like one-wise, two-wise, three-wise. When they say one-wise, you can take any one of these lists, any one of this class with the maximum number of classification. So let's talk about the browser and the payment method. Both have three classifications. So you take one classification or one class, that is browser or the payment method, and just combine with any combination of the other two. That is, say for example, I take the browser, the Chrome, Opera, and Mozilla Firefox, and have any combination of the payment mode and the printing or the itinerary. Similarly, if they say two-wise technique, it generally goes with combination of the maximum two. For example, I have the browsers and the payment mode. Each have three classification. So if I say two-wise technique under pairwise, then I have to combine these two with all possible combination. For example, 1:1, 1:2, 1:3, 2:1, 2:2, 2:3, and 3:1, 3:2, and 3:3. So I got 9 test cases. The other two of the itinerary method, that is PDF or HTML, can have any combination with these two. So 9 test cases is what you will get. If I have three-wise condition, then you can make use of all the three with all possible combinations. So you may have more number of test cases, but you have to be wisely selecting them. So this is what basically the pairwise technique goes with, and this is how you evaluate your one-wise, two-wise, three-wise. So I hope I met your concept there with pairwise testing, Sukanya. If that is so, that's good. If in case you have any further questions, you're free to drop a chat to me. Meanwhile, Ashish Sharma asking me a question here. I'm software tester right now. How can I enhance my knowledge? Of course, probably moving to the latest technologies, talking about moving into the AI or talking about the latest automation tools. There are different ways, Ashish. You can talk about moving into the automation domain with various tools which are available in market. And you can also look into the concept-wise, moving into agile, implementing safe, or maybe you can even get into different technology, like you may talk about Salesforce, which is trending and might be a future tomorrow. And at the same time, you have learning of certain aspects like testing SAP-based applications, or you talk about the AI, artificial intelligence, or future of RPA. So there are a lot of such things which you can enhance your learning with. I don't know how far you have been with your testing journey, and maybe if you're a fresher, there are a lot of things to explore within. And if you are an automation tester, maybe you have another further things to understand. But if you are a manual tester, there might be different scopes. So if you can be more precise with your testing background, I may give you a better guidance. How can I clear the ISTQB certification? Is there any book or something else? Okay. First of all, I would say the tutorials are more than enough because you are, I think I was just answering a comment right now, which came from one of the user on the page. She said that is these 42 videos will be more than enough to pass the examination? And I just mentioned there that as per my common answer or response to this query, that I just don't recommend my own tutorial blindly. I say that yes, these 42 videos are there to assist you for your preparation and requires equal effort from you. If you are already working as a tester, then the videos are more than enough to prepare the examination. But everyone has different level of understanding from different way of tutorials. Sometimes people prefer to have a book to understand better. Sometimes people just understand by engaging with people and talking with them to understand a concept. Sometimes people need an instructor to explain them. So if you think you have a good grasp of group understanding of the testing knowledge, then you are free to watch these tutorials, and the tutorials will do everything for you in order to pass the examination. There are many people who have done this, and they have written back on the channel that they passed just with the tutorials, and it was beneficial to them. And second thing, if you still insist on having a book, because as I said, a lot of people have different way of learning things, then you may look forward to grab one copy of my book, which has a little more detailed information about each and every concept and will help you to further elaborate your contest. Not only that, if you don't want to go with spending any money for preparing for your examination, not at all spending even pennies, then you can go for the istqb.org. There is an official syllabus. If you can just go through end to end, word by word yourself, then still I can assure you 100% pass rate. So all the options are there. It's up to you which one you pick. All right. So Ashish, I think I have responded to your query. So if you have anything else or you would like to ask anything more, you are free to let me know. Sukanya again says, I have completed foundation level from ITB board and thinking of giving advanced level for same. But which board will you suggest, ITB or international? I don't know, Sukanya, which country you are right now in and how feasible that will be for you to appear for an international board, because probably you need to organize there and the costs are different for the international board. ITB is the cheapest in the world. A lot of people from abroad come here to write the examination, and I myself have trained a lot of international delegates for training in India, and they have written the examination in ITB because of the cost. So that's only the constraint. Otherwise, all the boards play a vital role because everyone gets the certification from ISTQB. It's just the member board. I don't know. I'm not sure how many of you have seen that this is how your certificate will look like, which just has the ISTQB logo here on the left and the member board here. But everyone gets the ISTQB certification, nothing more than that. Okay, so it does not really make sense if you are going with ISTQB, which board, which country. It's just the cost which is different, but all the boards are same. All the boards have same syllabus and same criteria to pass. So doesn't really make, but yeah, if you are probably working in different country, then I would prefer you to go with that country's board because that will be locally recognized and they will prefer to have you back into any of the organizations, or getting a job would become more easier for you. But yeah, but remember that the certification is equivalent. We do get a lot of calls from different countries for different opportunities, and they just ask us, do you have ISTQB test analyst? They don't say which board or which country. They just say ISTQB test analyst or ISTQB test manager or something like that. All right. All right. So yeah, so if that's fine with you, you can let me know. And Ashish, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. We do have another user joining in. I want to study and pass ISTQB Foundation, but I don't know where I should start. I think you have already started by joining this session. I would like to welcome you aboard and also wish you all the very best to kick off your preparation right from here. I'll tell you that the ISTQB is designed in such a way. First of all, I'm so sorry I cannot pronounce your name because I don't know how do you put that there. Okay. So one thing is sure that ISTQB syllabus is designed in such a way that it starts right from the basic, okay, right from the scratch. Considering that you may not be a testing professional, you may not be a testing expert, but yes, the syllabus drives you right from the definition of testing with giving you all the basic inputs, what is required to understand about testing, and then taking you slowly into the different modules, different concepts, and a lot of techniques and many other things. So you don't really have to worry at all about where to start with your preparation. To be frank, all I can tell you is you have started your preparation by asking this question. Okay, and I would recommend you my tutorial series to go ahead with your preparation. So you can start from my series, right from the tutorial one, and everything will go smooth. If you have any query at any point of time, just drop me a comment, or every weekend we do this live session. You're free to join us and I'll help you with your preparation further. Okay, so if that helps you, no need to have that sad face. Let me just give you a smiley there because I want everyone to smile and just make sure that you prepare well for your examination. All right. Okay, so answered a few, of course, the questions as of now, and looking forward for some more. Yep, thank you so much, and you're always welcome. I always love sort of responding to people's query and assisting them well. So you are always welcome to connect with me further and discuss your problems or probably the concerns, the questions which you have at any point of time. And I'm here to respond to your queries whenever possible. All right, team. So yeah, there are a lot of people joining in today. So if you have any questions, just feel free to drop your query, and I'm always there to answer your questions. And this session is exclusively to answer your queries, nothing else. So just feel free to drop your query. And if you have any suggestions to make this channel better, if you have any feedbacks to share, you're always most welcome to assist us. Also, to just share with all of you, this is my other channel, which is also trending for a while now. And thanks for showing that love for those who have already subscribed. This is my second channel to talk about other things with respect to testing beyond the certification, as a lot of people were requesting me to talk more about testing other than the certification. So I've taken that there in different channels. So you are free to subscribe to that channel and support me to share those information with worldwide, because YouTube does not recommend people unless it has good count of views and good count of subscribers to encourage the content. Okay, meanwhile, got a lot of queries there. Kalyani coming in. Hello, Kalyani. Thanks for joining the session. Hello, Neeraj. Links you provided to purchase your book is not accepting US address. I'm so sorry about that. I was just talking to the viewers early in the session that I'm still busy interacting with my international publishers. That is to put it across to everyone. Probably you can try with Amazon.in because they have international shipping. So if you can switch your URL from US Amazon.us to Amazon.in, you will be able to take that book from there. And my publishers here back in India will be happy to push it across. So if you can just try that and let me know, Otherwise, I'll talk to my publisher to do that shipping for you. Okay. JK, very good evening. Welcome and thanks for joining the session. The syllabus has so many bulleted points that I'm having a hard time to remember them. What do you suggest as the best way to study? I think the bulleted points are actually very helpful to some of the participants because they think that paragraphs will be tedious to remember or recall at any point of time. And bulleted points help them to be to the point and very precise to remember all the points. But yeah, the other part of the crowd also says that the bulleted points are too many and how to remember all of them. So in that case, I would rather recommend you to listen to the tutorials and do not go on the bulleted points. Try to understand an outcome that what these bulleted points are saying. For example, a very simple example here. If you see the longest list of bulleted points, that's in chapter 5, 5.1, which says task of a test manager and task of a tester, which has the longest list of bulleted points. Now, obviously, you don't have to remember all the tasks, all the bulleted points. All you have to do there, JK, is to understand an outcome. That, okay, if I talk about selecting a tool, does that a tester can do that or test manager will do that? No, obviously test manager. Writing test cases, tester will do that. Executing test cases, tester will do that. Implementing a procedure, test manager will do that. Estimating the cost, test manager will do that. Or selecting the teams, roles and responsibility, test manager will do that. Test planning, test manager will do that. So whenever you look at different concepts, all you have to do is bring that outcome. If you find the bulleted points complex to remember, derive an outcome that how can I judge if it belongs here or there. Not only that example, you might sound that, okay, that's a very straightforward thing. So he's giving that example. Let's talk about entry and exit criteria. You do get a lot of examples there as well in the syllabus. And entry criteria is something which decides you can start. And exit criteria is something which confirms that you have done what you have planned to do. So if I say unit testing is done, it might be an entry criteria for integration testing or exit criteria for unit testing. The system environment or test environment is ready and verified. It's an entry criteria. Why would you say that environment is ready? To what? To do testing, of course. So that's where you say it is an entry criteria. The number of planned test cases are executed and the remaining are out of scope. That's the exit criteria. You had a budget allocated for testing, and you are telling me now that I have spent that money and additionally some extra thousands you have spent. That is exit criteria. So you just have to summarize something and bring an outcome that what it justifies. Does it help me to start something or does it help me to declare that what I was supposed to do, I have done that. So that's how you don't really have to remember all the bulleted points. Judge that and then put that as a summary that if I find anything which justifies this, it belongs here. The same way you can do for test process as well, like test analysis, test design, wherever you find bulleted points, there's always a theory. If you listen to my tutorials carefully, you will find that one statement which gives you the summary of the entire bulleted points. Okay, so I hope JK, I have answered your query there. Okay, Sukanya has one more query, one more question. You're always free. Like ISTQB certificates, which other certification can make my profile stronger? I don't know what kind of testing you are in. If you're a manual tester, I would recommend you to go for automation certifications. If you are into agile, I would recommend you to go for safe certifications. If you're in Salesforce testing, I would recommend you to get Salesforce certified, Copado certified, all those tools-based certifications. So ISTQB is one which is process-oriented. Others, you can go for your role-based or the tool-based certification, which will add more value to it. Okay. There's another one, Nidima. Nidima, hi, welcome. Very good evening. Thanks for joining our live session. How to answer questions related to boundary value analysis and equivalent partitioning. I don't know. is that really a question or kind of like you need a suggestion there? You can answer them by solving the question, all you need to do is be aware of the concept of equivalence partitioning and boundary value analysis. Have a difference between them, that EP allows you to take only one test from each partition, which can be any value in that partition. And the boundary value analysis allows you to take strictly on the boundaries from the valid classes. And there are 2-point analysis, 3-point analysis. So 2-point analysis, you take only 2 points from each boundary. And in 3-point analysis, you take 3 values at each boundary. So that's one thing. So you must be, taking care of that. And to answer, of course, you need to apply the learning back, because this is K3. Techniques are all K3. So you need to apply the learnings back in order to derive the answer. There is no other way, no other shortcut. It's just that pull up the information from the scenario, draw a quick table, and get your answers there. Okay. So Nidima, if that fulfills your need, you're free to let me know. Mudhu Swami, again, sir, please share the link below comments. I don't know, Mudhu, what was that related to? If you can just remind me, please, because I'm answering a lot of questions here. So can you please tell me which link you are talking about, and I'll definitely drop that. Rakibul Hassan, very good evening. So thanks for joining us on the live session. I need a proper guideline to complete ISTQB CTFL. Sir, how can I start? Will I only focus on my syllabus or anything else? Mr. Hassan, I think you have to focus on syllabus. Nothing else will help you. Even your industry or your organization practices may conflict with the syllabus. So the only hope to pass the examination is your official syllabus, and my tutorials are completely based on that. So even if you're just following the tutorials, that's more than enough. And should you have anything beyond that, feel free to comment on any of the videos. I'll be there to address your queries. So you don't just have to, tackle anything. It's not a challenge. It's about understanding. So you create that understanding while going through the learnings and preparing yourself with the confidence level that how much you know a content, and then putting it back to the sample questions and try to get a better coverage on different learnings and measure your confidence, and then you're good to go. All the learnings will help you to put those back into place. So yeah, you just have to be oriented towards learning the syllabus. Nothing else will help you. It's only the syllabus which is standard. Maybe you can have some more details, which is the official syllabus is one thing, which you can find on istqb.org. And second is the tutorials. That's more than enough to shoot the examination. Yeah, if you have any questions, you're always free to let me know. Praveen, very good evening, Praveen. I think I'm so sorry you have dropped your message long back, but I was busy answering everyone's questions. So thanks for being patient. Thank you so much, sir. All right, you're always welcome. Thank you for sharing that. I've cleared my foundation exam after watching your tutorials. Thank you so much. I'm working in automotive with 3 years of experience. Can you suggest me the next exam to write? Oh, thank you for joining in the session, just to let us know that you have completed your examination and my tutorials were very helpful. Congratulations, and I wish you all the very best for all your future endeavors. We are always here to wish good luck to all of you. And Praveen, as you are into automotive and you have 3 years of experience, I would recommend you to go for automotive tester certification, which is the best for you. And a lot of people are looking into that certification. And I will be definitely happy to assist you on that. Probably the next certification after TTA, that is Technical Test Analyst, the series which I'll be picking up is Automotive. Probably, again, we will have the voting for that. So if you can vote there, I will definitely pick it up to support all automotive testers out there to write the certification. But yeah, it includes a lot of standards and a lot of learnings required in order to pass the automotive certifications. So that's the next thing what you can look into. Okay. And again, congratulations and thanks a lot for joining in and sharing your valuable result, which is, it means a lot to me that people come back and tell me that they passed the examination. Also, can I take ISTQB exam online from US? Any idea about its availability for exam? Okay, Kalyani, when you say online exam from US, which board are you talking about? Is it the US board? or is it the ITB, Indian Testing Board? Because right now, if it is online, you can approach any of the boards. Let me tell you that, even if you're in US, or I think you are in US right now. So you can take the examination with ITB right from US. But as you are in US, I would recommend you to take from ISTQB, because America believes in ISTQB. Okay, so you would have better options when you get certified with ISTQB. So I would recommend you to go for US. But yeah, there is no harm in getting certified with ITB. But it's just that a lot of people in US have taken from ISTQB to be recognized locally, and that have helped them. So I would recommend you that. And dates and all, you can get it directly on ISTQB. So please visit ISTQB, American Software Testing Qualification Board website to schedule your examination. All right, I'm the second student at the university in Vietnam. Is it too early for me to study ISTQB? Second year student, I would say kind of early, but never say late. I can say if you are a second year student, probably you may have some subjects. I don't know how far your Vietnam universities include software testing concepts, because in other universities, I have been to Singapore, Malaysia, and a lot of other neighboring countries, and they have. Just give me a moment, guys. My PC is running out of battery. Okay, so yeah, so you need to check if you are having any elective coming up next year in the third year. So that will help you to look into this. But ISTQB doesn't have any criteria that you should be a final year graduate or you're working professional. Anyone. I myself have trained in Philippines, Malaysia, Hong Kong, and Singapore universities for ISTQB Foundation. But yeah, they were somewhere around like third year and fourth year student of engineering. So the same does apply to all of you. So yeah, again, I'm so sorry about your name, but yes, you are not too early. You can start learning them, and whenever you think that you have got good confidence, or maybe you can wait for some time and you can write the examination. There's no harm if you want to take up the examination right away. Raji Kumari. Okay. Hi, Raji. Very good evening. Thanks for joining in. Welcome aboard. Which board we need to apply? Depends on your country. Which country you are residing in right now? I would recommend you to go for that, because a lot of countries have their own boards. And if you're in India, you go for Indian Testing Board. Okay. ITB, Indian Testing Board. And the website is istqb.in. Okay. So you can visit them. Nidima says, thank you, sir. Always welcome. I'm here to assist all of you. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in future as well. I'll be there to assist you. Raji, I'm staying in India. Which board I need to apply? It is istqb.in. Let me just drop you for that. Okay, this is the website which you can look forward to enroll yourself, and they are conducting online proctor-based examination, and you can always schedule your examination there and appear for your examination. All right, so yeah, so Madhu comes back and says material link. Again, material link. I'm not sure, do I have a material link? Okay, so if you're talking about the sample questions, I will have the tutorials link active by next week. My sample preparation is all done. I'm just going to host it next week. So by the time we go live next time, you will have my sample questions being shared with all of you. And I'll prepare a video for that purposely to share the information with all of you. Okay. If that is anything else, Madhu, you're sure to please let me know, because I should be very precise in responding to your queries. Praveen says you have given a good tutorial of foundation exam, which makes to clear the exam and gave me confidence to write. Once again, thanks for suggesting me exam to write. I'll prepare the automotive exam. All right, Praveen, you're always welcome. And remember that it's not 100% my effort to make you pass. It is even your self-confidence and the learnings and the achievements, what you achieve is equally your contribution as well. So it's not that alone I'm making things happen. you also put your dedication there. So I always give my 50% credit back to the participant in making me successful and recommending my content to other people. So thank you so much, Praveen, for recommending my content, that it was very helpful for your preparation, but 50% credit goes back to you. So congratulations on the achievement once again, and start preparing for the automotive and let me know by any means so that I can help you better. Okay, Rakibul again says, how business graduates can build his career in testing. His ISTQB CTFL certification will be right step for this. Yes, of course. So I don't know what kind of business. Okay, business graduate. You say that. Okay, so you're not into uh, core role. So business graduates can have a very good scope. So if you start with testing, then probably you may have a good scope in moving into the business analyst role, and even in future moving into product owner, which is a very high profile role and even pays out good to you. So yeah, having a good understanding of testing and simultaneously some backup with development languages, because you're not going to be a developer, but having a good knowledge of the development will also help you to understand end-to-end cycle of a project, and that can help you move back to your position where you want to be in future, that is the business analyst role or product owner. So I think you will have a very valuable future ahead if you continue with that. So yes, CTFL will help you to move into IT and you can start your career. But side by side, the job requires you to know all of the stakeholders in your organization, like what is happening in design, what's happening in development, what's happening in other like risk analysis team. And there are a lot of other stakeholders which will help you to understand the end-to-end process. And testing is something which communicates with all other stakeholders in the organization. So that will certainly help you to build your career ahead. And CTFL certification will add more value as you come from a non-technical background. So yes, it will add a lot of value. So I would recommend you to, prefer getting certified before you can look into, searching a career, or probably if you are into a career, it will help you to switch. Okay. So all the very best, Mr. Hassan, for that. And let me know if you have any further queries. Praveen, can you please suggest how to clear the automotive exam and tutorials for that? That's what, Praveen. I'm not yet into the tutorials, and unfortunately, we do not have any tutorials available online. You may give it a try on Udemy if someone has a tutorial for that or a session package, because I'm not sure if I have found any tutorials on automotive yet on internet to assist anyone, because a lot of people from automotive domain have called me for certifications from the channel, of course, and I've given them the same answer that not yet, I have not prepared yet. But yes, I do have experience of working with Continental and Bosch, these kind of organizations, to learn from the automotive skills, and that helps me to share the understanding with you. And certification is obviously there, so that I can do. But probably I would like you to check on Udemy, because a lot of instructors are joining every day on Udemy. So you would have a lot of people there. So you can just give it a try on Udemy. If you find some good course, you can definitely pick it up, because right now we do not have anything on YouTube. YouTube doesn't have anything on automotive. And probably there are no other courses as well. All right, so there is another person joining in, Ahmed Utpal. Very good evening, Utpal. Thanks for joining the session. Hi there, I'm interested in CTFL Foundation certification. And team, don't forget to give it a like, because this video goes to a lot of people, and they do see the videos according to the recommendations by YouTube. Hi there, I'm interested in CTFL Foundation certification. I'm working as functional tester since last 3 years. That's good. Which guide or any dummies exam would help to get the certification? From Virginia. Oh, that's good. Thanks for joining in from Virginia. And I would say, first of all, you trust only on the official page of the ISTQB. Let me just quickly drop a link to you, because I do have a link right now with me. Let me see if I closed it or not. Let me just quickly open that because ISTQB have their own standard sample papers, which are 3 sample papers, and all 3 of them are of standard quality as per the syllabus. So if you are able to solve all 3 and getting a good score, you don't need any other material. Okay, you don't need any other material in order to prepare for the examination. The reason is there are a lot of websites, a lot of blog spots having sample papers on ISTQB, but believe me, I was just answering one of the questions from my participants list on the comment box, and that was again not as per the syllabus. So I keep writing every time that this is not as per the syllabus. If you have been through the tutorials, please judge yourself that if this question have you covered as a part of syllabus or not. If you have not covered, obviously this is not in scope. And if you have covered such concepts, then please ask me, I'll give you a justification for that. That what would be the right answer. So here is a link for you, Mr. Utpal. You will find 3 sample papers at the bottom of this link. Just scroll down. You have set A, set B, set C. And meanwhile, if you are still starting with your preparation, I'll promise you that I'll be giving you a lot of sample papers by end of the next week. So you can look forward to that to prepare, because I'm preparing something which is as per the syllabus. So I'll not have any question which is out of syllabus. So that will be more precise for your preparation. So I hope that helps you, Mr. Utpal. You can look into that, and still let me know if you need any further help. Okay, and thanks for joining in. Rajkumari, I'm planning to do BCS board. Okay, that's good. Is it correct way to doing, since I'm working in India? You can do that. Right now, you have the opportunity to approach any of the boards. But yes, it's just that the cost will not be so cheap as per Indian currency, because as per India, it is 4,700, and different other boards have a different cost and expensive than India. So if you are aware of that, you are good to go, because British Council will have a lot of weightage to move into UK, and if you're certified from them, it will always give priority to people with the BCS certifications. So I don't have any problems with that. You have a very good scope to do from BCS. Okay, you can always look into that. Okay, there's another new user joining in, Sankar Sahu. Very good evening. Thanks for joining us on the session. Hello, sir. How ISTQB certification will help with respect to new agile process, Scrum Master certification? Please help to understand the relation between these two. Thank you, Shivani Shankar Sahu. All right. Sorry, I read the second name first. It says Mr. Shivani. Okay. So Shivani, the syllabus is the ISTQB Foundation certification has nothing to do with Agile, has nothing to do with Scrum Master. If you are looking to get certified or looking forward for your career as a Scrum Master or talking about the Agile process, that happens after Foundation certification. Okay, it's just a criteria by ISTQB that you have to be Foundation certified in order to take up the Agile certification. And we do have 2 certifications under Agile. That is, one is Agile Tester Extension, which is a foundation certification of Agile, and second is Advanced Agile Technical Tester. So that's the second level after Agile Foundation. So there are 2 certifications, but for that you need ISTQB Foundation. Still, if you are not looking for these 2, because these are from the process point of view, but if you're looking for more of a Scrum Master certification, I would recommend you CSM. I would recommend you SAFE certification. These will help you better to build your career or move ahead in your career with the role which you are having right now, and the new agile process, that is SAFE practices, and the Scrum Master role. But the agile certifications from ISTQB is always an add-on. It has its own value, but as you are talking specific to the role, so I should give you a very loyal suggestion as you have asked me this question. So I would not say compared to ISTQB, the priority I'll give it to SAFE certifications or CSM certification. Okay, but yes, if you have already got one of them, please look forward to get ISTQB certified, because ISTQB has a better name in the market compared to any other board. They have been existing for a long time, and people do still look forward to ISTQB backup. But yeah, if you can do CSM and SAFE certification, that's more than enough for you to move ahead in your career. Okay. So if you have anything else, Shubhani, you are free to let me know so that we can talk further. Rakibul Hashan, sir, ISTQB provided syllabus for foundation level and your YouTube tutorial will be enough to clear the exam. 100%. Nothing else is required. I will assist you and I can guarantee you based on the viewer's comment. Okay. It's just not that because I host a channel and there are, 100,000 viewers on that and Google is recommending my content on the top. Thank you so much for your love and support to make that happen. But still, I would say you don't need even my book. I'm not promoting that here. You need, if you have the syllabus and you have been through my tutorials, you have been through the syllabus official syllabus, it is more than enough to pass the examination. You don't need anything else. Yeah, probably the 3 sets of certificate sample exams, which are available on this link, which I've just dropped. You can prepare that from there. If you have been through these 3 sample papers, that is also more than enough to do. You don't have to look forward to any other sample sources to further drill your knowledge down. Okay, so that helps you, Hassan. You can go ahead with that. So, Kenya, do we have any sample papers for advanced level with explanation for the answers? Okay, that's a very tricky thing. I don't know how many of you know that. First of all, ISTQB never releases a sample paper into the market other than which are there on their website. Okay, so all other websites which you have, like the blog spots or any portals like patshala.com or testpod.com and all those things, these are not assuring you that it is as per the syllabus. These are people created questions which can be wrong, which not be as per the standard and out of the syllabus as well. So I do not recommend, to be frank, because there are a lot of confusing things and it can ruin your preparation. So I would not recommend you those places until unless you are confident about the syllabus. You know what is in the syllabus, what is out of the syllabus, then only visit them. Otherwise, you do not have any sample papers. Second, for advanced level, the same thing applies. There is only one sample question with proper answers and justification, which is available on istqb.org. Other than that, you may probably find some of the example questions from different sources, which is just limited, not too much as well. And there are no other source because nobody can recreate a scenario-based question. Foundation is easy because it's straightforward. One line question and 4 options. So people can recreate that imagination, imagining that this could be a possible question. This could be a possible question. But test manager, test analyst, technical test analyst, these are scenario based questions and people find it difficult to recreate or memorize the questions during the examination and put it back on the blogspot or any portal. So I'm so sorry to say that you won't find any other than istqb.org. You won't find anywhere else a genuine sample paper with answers and justification. If you find some sources, they only give answer because they itself don't know the justification for that. And that's where people say that some of the questions were wrong. So I'm so sorry, but yes, if you need any help, I can guide you well. I can justify your answers if you come across any questions. So feel free to drop me that. Okay. So all the best, Sukanya, for that. And let me know if you have any questions. Naveen, I have no idea about ISTQB foundation level exam. I have no idea about ISTQB, okay, again. And I have no idea about foundation level exam. What is the best source to read and understand the syllabus to pass the exam with best score in the foundation level exam? Okay, so I think you may have heard me if you were in the session already that the online tutorials which I have on my channel plus the ISTQB official syllabus. If you have been through these 2 things, this will help you to pass your examination for sure. Again, that's not what I'm saying. This is what my viewers have told me, and that have helped them to pass the examination, this approach. Second, if you think that this is not enough, you need more detail because our ISTQB syllabus is very crisp to the point. They have not detailed it. There are no pictures, there are no images, whereas some of the explanation requires certain images. Okay, for example, techniques have not talk, they don't talk from the point of solving it. They only talk about theoretical, and you need an understanding of the solving of the technique. how to apply that, how to derive the test cases. So for that, I may recommend my book. You may go to the link on my channel about page, and you would find the links to get that book. And Naveen, that will help you to prepare better for your examination and suggest me how to prepare for that. So yeah, so you can look for that. If you think the tutorials and the syllabus are not sufficient to understand the content, then you can very well look forward to have your copy of the book, which I have written for all of you, and you can understand better in more detail from there. Okay. So Naveen, I hope that answers your query, and I would like to wish you all the very best for your preparation. If you have anything, just let me know. Shivani says, thank you, sir. Appreciate your genuine view. I am always there to assist you with a genuine guidance because I myself don't push my content to everyone just because I want you to stick to my content, because not everyone may find certain things more liable to them or understandable. So it's very important to be more transparent. And I generally do not gain anything or lose anything by giving you a proper justification for your request or proper guidance for your career path, because probably I may gain a little trust and little faith, but it's just not like I make something out of it. Okay, so yeah, you always can expect some transparent responses from me. Vatsala Pandey, hello sir, thanks for every class you provided. Please suggest the best career roadmap for QA. I'm a year 4+ year experience and I want to change my career to business analyst. Please suggest. Um, Business analyst, I think you would need more moving into the certifications as well as understanding the business matrices. So there are a lot of trainings available on business analytics or understanding the business process, being a product owner. What kind of communication do you make? You have to have a good understanding of planning, that how exactly the planning is done, though it is a responsibility of the project manager, but yes, the product owner plays a vital role there. So yes, if you are 4+ years of experience right now, you need to have a good understanding of end-to-end project management. So I don't know whether you are into testing right now. Do you say that? Yes, QA. Okay, so you say that you are in testing, and I want you to have a good understanding of how coding mistakes happen. You need to understand where generally we go wrong with designing. For example, if you have a third-party software being integrated to your product, so how the system integration plays a vital role. So having this learning of different concepts from different stakeholders will make you a better business analyst. And not only the responsibilities and change management, plus the resolution which you provide within QA, you need to have the same troubleshooting skills for the other module as well, like requirement gathering. Where do you think the organization is going wrong? How I can make it better? Ideas, giving that contribution to the organization in order to improvise it. So in simple term, I can say process improvement, matrices, and the change management, how to manage it. Plus, so change management is basically the version control. But when I say change management, it means that the changes which happens within the process. How do you manage that? How frequently that happens? How does it impact your rest of the activity? If it happens and due to that you get a lot of defects, then how to overcome that? So if you know that kind of skill set, if you have attained that understanding and improvise the skills of the organization, provide that process improvement to the organization by making certain code reviews or making your review more effective, you can move into business analyst. So that's your foundation learning for becoming a business analyst or product owner for an organization. So end-to-end understanding would be the best thing. Okay. Manish Gupta, hi, good evening, Neeraj. I should go for SCM or ISTQB. I'm having 5.6 years of functional testing experience. So Manish, I'm not sure if you meant CSM. So CSM, if you said CSM, that will make you Scrum Master. And I'm not sure if you're looking forward to that. And ISTQB Test Manager will do the same thing. So if you are looking forward to build your career in Agile, I would recommend you to go for CSM. Or alternatively, if you are looking forward for more better recognition from the different traditional approaches point of view, then you can go for the ISTQB certifications, where later, after foundation, you will have advanced level test manager certification. So clear cut. All you need to do is decide there. But if you said precisely SCM, yeah, Scrum Master, there you go. So yeah, Scrum Master, then of course go for CSM. But CSM again have foundation and advanced level certifications. So you have to go for one after the other for both of them. And that will add a lot of value. Please tell how to prepare for scenarios-based question for interview of manual testing. I have 5.6 years of experience. I think if you have 5.6 years of experience, you don't really have to prepare yourself for the interviews because you have a good understanding of the process, good understanding of the products, and what kind of challenges you overcome. So mainly when you are experienced above 5 years or equal to that, the organization always give you a scenario, and they generally talk about the problems, what they are facing. Okay, because there are no questions which are available in internet to pick the questions from. So generally they put their real problems with you, that I have a lot of issues being found in my generic testing, like dynamic testing. How can you overcome? So start with the story where you say that how effective is your review, how testers are contributing at early stages. Do you have a provision for them to interact with them early or not? If you're conducting review or not. If you're conducting review, then what kind of defects you are getting? If the defect's root cause is due to requirement or design or due to test cases or test data, what is the root cause of that? So because root cause can tell you a lot of features that where your process is doing poor, and that's where the solution starts. So you don't really have to prepare for your certification or interview. All you have to do is you have to recall your learning for the last 5 years, whether what you have seen in organizations when you were working there, how people have supported to make it better. Maybe you have recommended something to improvise something, or you have ideas to make it better. You have to put that back. So that's how you can very well go ahead with. Okay. Yes, but I'm talking about some trick questions like what will you do when client identifies the defect as a requirement? As a requirement in a requirement. Okay. So yeah, see again, this all goes with your understanding, Manish. When you talk about see, they may give you situations to just check how far you have been when you talk about testing. Is that you were just limited to the four walls of testing, or you have also contributed to different skill sets? So if you say, for example, the client finds it in a requirement document, then of course you should have done that review there. If you have not done the review, then only you're finding a defect in the acceptance testing, right? Because your testing team or development team or other stakeholders were not effectively contributing at an early phase to find such anomalies or inconsistencies in the process. And that's where you have lacked to miss that defect, and the defect was found by the customer. So you need to find a solution that what the scenario is and where it could have possibly leaked from the right stage where it was supposed to be found. And the same way you have to go with the responding to the solution. So you need to first analyze the scenario very well, and second, apply your learnings back from the 5 years. And there are justified answers for that. You are finding something in acceptance testing, that means you didn't contribute initially. You may have conducted review, but that was not efficient. So maybe the interviewer will say that I did conduct review, so still I got it. What do you mean? How can you improve it? So you say that, of course, your review was not effective. Did you had any matrices to measure the effectiveness? That's it. You say a new thing to them, they stop there because they understand that you know what is the worth of matrix to measure an effectiveness of any process. You know that where the review reports were documented. Can I have a look on that? Because I can tell you by looking at the review report that what went wrong. Why did you miss the defect? So you give them something beyond their question so that they close the question there and get the understanding as well that this person is ready to contribute in order to improvise my organization or my process. And that is what any organization looks for you when they ask you the scenario base. So put them in such a way that, okay, I know what you are asking me. I know what scenarios you are telling me, but I also know that what at the end of the day you want from me. So I'm giving you that summarized answer which fulfills your need. Okay. So Manish, that is what I can say you right now. But of course, if you can be more precise with the questions, I'll be happy to help. Farhad Jabbar, I do remember you from a long time. Hi Neeraj, I passed my ISTQB test. Thank you so much. Your videos helped me a lot. I'm learning Selenium with Java. Is there any certification for that? All right. First of all, very much congratulations, Jabbar, for passing the examination. That's really, really good to see. And thanks for coming back and letting us know. So I think this is the second comment which we are getting for the passing, and I wish you all the very best for your future learnings. And I see that good. You're trying to learn Selenium with Java. Really good thing to work as of now. And second is the certification for it. Yes, right now we have a certification for Selenium from ISTQB itself. So you are now foundation certified. You can look forward to Selenium certification from ISTQB. I'm not sure if anyone else is doing that certification. Selenium doesn't have a body. Oracle has not yet identified any certification for that. If you have one, I will definitely let you know. Otherwise, ISTQB already has one certification for that. So you can look forward to that. Okay. Vatsalya Pandey, what is the future of manual testing? That's a very tricky question. Is it true that manual testing will eventually lose its value in coming future unless some development and coding knowledge is not known by any tester? Yeah, to a certain extent, I would say that you move into automation because automation has better scopes. Manual is not going to vanish, first of all. That's my theory. Why? Because not everything a robot can do. Subjected, you have 100% precision and 100% accuracy with a robot. What do you mean by robot? A tool which you're using. It can go wrong. And no matter whatever you do, it requires human interface to define the test script. So if again humans are defining the test scripts, so you are required. It's just that probably manual testing will reduce because a lot of things will be automated. A lot of things will be done by the machines, keeping the resources minimal and having more qualified people to do that job. And that's what I think the generation is moving into when you talk about automation and robotics. Okay. So AI, all these things are automated. So I would recommend you manual will have less scope or probably less payouts for the employees if you are a manual tester. So I would definitely recommend you, as you are asking me this question, to please move into automation slowly and gradually become a automation tester, which will have more scope and more kind of stability in your QA position and job. So that's the best thing what I can tell you at this point of time. Manish says, thank you so much. Always welcome. I always have something to share with you. Subject to you. Let me know what your question is. Oh, I didn't notice that we are already extending the time here. We are already over 1 hour. But yeah, as some of the questions are coming in, the Naveen Kumar says the book are currently not available at Amazon. Let me check because I may have to talk to my publishers. I think it's still available. I can see that right now. I just refreshed my page. Can you please try with this link, Naveen? And let me also check on Flipkart, because if it is so, maybe you are accessing an old link. I had an issue with my book. The book issue was the title. Title was mentioned wrong. So I asked my publisher to change. So the link has also got updated. Where is this? So the link has updated, and I've updated all my links. Probably you have taken an old link from some other video. So let me just share with you the updated link. And this is just to check. Let me just check before I send it to you. So this Amazon link is working, which I have given to you. And the second is the Flipkart link. Let me check that as well. Because you never know. Sometimes the publishers go out of stock. I can see a buy now button on Flipkart as well. Please find this link here. I'm sharing on the chat. These two links are still available. You can just go for that. Okay. Just confirm me if you can. This link works for you. Jabbar, thanks, Neeraj. Can you please send me the link to ISTQB Certification? Yes, please. Let me do that right away. so that we don't have any issues. And oh, by the way, which country you are from, Jabbar? Are you in India or any other country? Because I'll send you according to that. Okay. So Jabbar, this is for you. This is the Indian link to UK. Okay, then I have to check on that because I don't know if UK has it already. But yeah, meanwhile you can look into the syllabus here, and I'll get back to you. Because UK, I don't think they have the Selenium certification yet from ISTQB, but ITB has, Indian Testing Board. So you can always approach them and it will be cheaper for you to write the examination. Did I miss anything? If I missed, please excuse me. Venkata Pavan says, thank you. I passed foundation by just watching your videos. Thank you so much for that. And congratulations, Mr. Pavan, for updating us and passing the examination. I wish you all the very best for your all future endeavors. Do drop me a comment on my channel as well. That will help my viewers to know about your success. And that also helps them inspire to learn from the resources. Okay, because if I promote my own product, that's very common, but somebody else recommending the comment means a lot to different users. Okay, Farhad says thank you, and Pandey, what's the Pandey? Last question, sir. There is no last question with me. There's always a beginning, but there is no end. You may have all your questions every time. How did your career started as a fresher, and at what point of time you decided to excel your career as a consultant? Oh, I think this is a very interesting question, what you have asked me, and this will be the last question of the day, by the way. I started, first of all, I completed my graduation in mechanical. So I'm a mechanical engineer. And then I was placed at my college within mechanical industry. But just 6 months from the graduation, I decided to move into IT because IT was my passion, like working with softwares, creating web pages, learning new languages was my passion. And I did well with my mechanical, but never wanted to continue there because it was not having a good growth, probably. And my interests were in something else. So the time when I graduated, that time we had a little crisis in the IT industry. So I didn't opt for CS or IS to do my graduation. So I moved into mechanical to do my graduation. And then I got a job, but I discontinued in 6 months and then started as a test engineer in a small organization. For that, I did a small course from a different organization back here in India in order to learn testing concepts and everything, and then got done with my ISTQB foundation. So that ISTQB foundation helped me a lot to move ahead in my career, and I got opportunity to work with HP. And following that, I also worked with like Samsung and some good organizations to build my scope. And side by side, I started learning a lot of other things and even started teaching people because teaching was always like my all-time hobby to help people to understand some of the concepts. And that's where it encouraged me to also spend a lot of time and take it professionally in order to do that. So recently, if you talk about 3 4 years ago, I started, again, the curiosity did not end. You learned some languages, you learned some protocols, you learned some tools, but that's not the end. So you started understanding why the mistakes are happening, why things are going wrong. There must be some leakage there. So I started investing my more time on reviews and understanding how to find the root causes, how to overcome that, what kind of recommendations can be allowed, how you can improvise something better. So I started working on that. And that's where I started sharing those skills with people with certain understanding. And the same thing I started sharing over articles and with the videos. In fact, talking to people when I was into trainings, and a lot of consulting assignments started coming to me. And when I saw that opportunity, I then decided to move into freelancing and start doing something of my own. That's where I started my organization called as TM Square Technology Solutions, where we do consultation for the project end to end, and as well as do the business on the trading side as well. So both the things happen there, and now I think I'm being recognized by a lot of countries. So far, I have been to 26 plus countries and 100 plus organizations, right from the west to the east, and that have given me a very good feedback to learn. And most important thing, to be frank, if my visits have never been to these 100 plus organizations, I would have not learned my consultation more better, because you always learn from a real time problems. So that's more important for you. And subjected problems are always there. If you look at it, you try to find an issue or try to resolve the issue, try to find a way to overcome that before it can happen. But if you see a problem and you turn around, then you don't get that learning. This is my principle. Problems are everywhere. It's just up to you. Do you concentrate on that? Do you try to resolve it or not? Or you try to move ahead with skipping that? So you make a call to become a consultant in future. That if you want to be a consultant, don't turn around from the problems. Try to understand the problem and see the possible resolution to that, and see what are the different ways in the industry which can help them to overcome that problem, or what is the new thing which you can bring. And that's what makes you entrepreneur, that you are here to create new things into the market and add values to them. So that's how you bring your career and bring your scope into being a consultant in future. Okay. Yeah, I have my ISTQB Foundation exam next month. I have watched your videos. Just finished with the 6.2 of your tutorial. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that. Thanks once again. That was really nice knowing about you. Please stay in touch and keep guiding us. Thanks a lot. You're free to connect with me all the time. Anytime you are free to reach me and ask me any questions. So I think we have handled a lot of questions today, and we also exceeded the time limit. It's almost 10 past 1 hour, and it was really good interacting with all of you. Thank you so much, team, for joining in and sharing your questions. It was really a pleasure to answer all of you. And do not forget that I do have my other channel called as Testing in Nutshell. You can subscribe to that as well, because there I'm talking beyond certifications, sharing a lot of context and tool-based trainings. So right now I started with ALM, and we will be slowly getting into the details of a lot of automation tools, trending thoughts, and everything. So thank you so much for that comments coming in. Parveez, thanks for the live lab. Yes, we have every weekend, so you can always join. Utpal, thank you for dropping that message. So yes, we will look forward to connecting once again next week, and every weekend, every Saturday, 8 to 9 p.m. is what we connect to discuss your questions and answer them all. So please do not forget to join the live session next time if you have any questions to ask. Or meanwhile, during the week, if you have any questions, drop it on any of the video, and I'll be there to answer your queries, answer them at any point of time. Jabbar, thanks a lot, Neeraj. I do subscribe to your channel. Thank you so much for that. My pleasure. And thank you to have you all there as well, because I'll be sharing a lot of information side by side. So at the end, as usual, I say, all right, till then, that's all. That's all from this particular episode, team. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'll be there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep understanding the context. Thanks for watching the video, team, and happy learning. Take care, team. I'll see you next week. Take care, and bye-bye.